Archival footage shows the Poor People's Campaign's 6-week demonstration in Washington in 1968 demanding economic justice. Curator Aaron Bryant says the movement attracted protesters from across America and represented Martin Luther King's final and most ambitious dream.
King had always been concerned about poverty as an issue. I mean, he was a social gospel preacher in the tradition of many social gospel preachers, including his own father and grandfather. They were concerned with serving the needs of the poor.
While some reports note that between 1964 and 1974, the poverty rate fell from 19 to 11.2%, the hardship which affected people of every race, age, and religion marked a critical transition in the civil rights movement, he says.
The campaign officially launched, publicly launched, on May 12th with the Mother's Day March. By May 13th, people were on the National Mall and building this city. They took over the entire 16 acres and they built this tent city, an actual city that had a city hall, that had a cultural tent, a daycare center, a place for barbershops. They had medical services, dental services. They had electric lines, sewers.
Based on architectural drawings, a three-dimensional map of the so-called Resurrection City shows it as it was actually built.
We discovered in reading newspaper articles that this was called God's Eye Bakery. Looking at photographs, we ran across a photograph and found out that the daycare center was actually called the Curator King Daycare Center.
Oh, wow. The exhibition features photographs, signs, lapel buttons, wooden tent panels, and rare archival film showing what it was like during the 6 weeks of the campaign, along with the oral histories as told by those who helped organize the campaign, such as Marion Wright Edelman and Andrew Young. Bryant says the culture tent played a big role in creating a sense of cohesion for the movement.
The culture tent was also important because it was where people came together to sing. The soundtrack you hear now is actually from Resurrection City, which is amazing to me.
He also says regardless of conditions, every participant played an important role. While some met with heads of federal agencies, others came together to negotiate policies and potential legislation, even as others coordinated protests outside different departments across the city. Mariama Diallo, VOA News, Washington.